It's not personal.
I'm gonna kill myself!
Wow.
I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Josh. And today I just wanted to talk about the Cowboys, where they at, you know what I'm saying, where the season is going to go, you know, what changes need to be made. Because the Cowboys suck right now. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You went 3-0 against really bad teams, and then you lost to two good teams, and then you lost to a bad team that isn't as bad as they were the previous weeks, but they still aren't good enough for you to be able to lose to them, in my opinion. So the question has to be asked: where do you go now? Where do you go from here? You know, and I really don't feel like they know where to go. They're gonna sit there. They're gonna have their post game interviews. But if you watch the post game interviews, week after week after week, it's the same old thing from the same old team. You ain't hearing nothing new. The locker room don't like it's gonna change. They keep talking about hitting this spark, hitting this switch that they just feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like the team is not motivated. I feel like they talented, and I feel like because they're so talented, they think that one of these days the switch is just gonna flip automatically, which I don't think is gonna happen. You got DeMarcus Lawrence give you the same thing. He getting frustrated with reporters because he knows he's not playing well. He gets it. He understands he's not performing up to his contract. And it's frustrating him. So when he got to hear from the fans and all that, he gets upset. But at the end of the day, you got to play better. So, or you going to hit it. So, you know, it is what it is. And it is what it is in that department. The only player, and I'm not going to blame DeMarcus Lawrence on the reason why we ain't got sacks. Because if DeMarcus Lawrence is getting triple teamed, why isn't Malik Collins getting a sack? Why isn't Tyron Crawford getting sacks? And I ain't talking about one here and there. I'm talking about most of them. There's one guy on our defensive line right now that's taking advantage of DeMarcus Lawrence being double teamed, and that's Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn has 5 sacks. And you can tell that's because of the fact that DeMarcus Lawrence has been getting double teamed. Because he's catching a lot of 1v1s. There's not a lot of help after he gets past his lineman. And some plays he's wide open, just running straight to the quarterback. But you got your tackles who have struggled in the run in the run department, and just like they were last year. And even though you drafted a defensive tackle in the second round, he hasn't produced. And so now you look stupid because you drafted that guy who hasn't produced. But you know who has produced? Juan Thornhill, a safety that you had the opportunity to draft. Taylor Rapp, a safety that you had the opportunity to draft. And so now when you look at that, and that's on your radar, it's 2017 TJ Watt, Taco Charlton all over again. Dallas misses on players that make an immediate impact sometimes. And I'm not going to say they miss all the time because obviously I feel like they drafted better than a lot of other teams. But it's about missing the important parts. Dallas has not hit the jackpot on a defensive player since DeMarcus Lawrence. And that was in 2013, I believe. That was 6 years ago. Since then, you have not gotten a productive defensive end or tackle on your team that you drafted. Randy Gregory, he was productive, but he got suspended. I don't know if he ever coming back. David Irvin, he was productive, but he kept getting suspended. They haven't really got their returns on no high-level draft picks yet. Taco Charlton, he's in Miami now because he couldn't get more than 3 sacks in 3 years. You look at a guy like Malik Collins, who had a great rookie year and then slowed down the next 2 years. He looked like he had a great preseason, but hasn't really shown much this season. You look at a guy like a Tyron Crawford, who has average years where he had 4 or 5 sacks, but haven't had that 7 sack, that 8 sack, that 9 sack season that you should have. If you look at the D line, if D-Law is really getting triple team and double team, then my other defensive ends aren't getting sacks or attack, and they can't even stop the run game, then that's a problem because I'm not about to just throw. I haven't heard nobody say why Malik ain't playing like this. Why Tyron Crawford not playing like this? Why is Dorrance Armstrong, who looked like he was supposed to be taking that next lead this year, hasn't been playing well? Why hasn't those guys been playing as well as they should have? Because for the last couple years, Dallas front four has not been getting to the quarterback. And do you know what great defenses do that Dallas has not been able to do? Get to the quarterback. I feel like Dallas's defense is missing that pass rush that they had. And I'm going to tell you something. I hate to say it, but that pass rush has not been as good since David Irvin was here. I will tell you right now that the pass rush for the Dallas Cowboys was way better in 2016. And that was with Vincent Mayowa, who had 6 sacks that season. DeMarcus Lawrence, who had a really good season. I think that was the season where he had 14.5. Nope, that was the 97 year. Before that, had a good season. Wasn't great, but had a good season. You had a David Irvin who had a really good season. And you had multiple guys on the D-line that could give you 6 sacks, 5 sacks, 4 sacks, 3.5 sacks. It wasn't just one guy that's going to give you 10 or 9 and the rest of them going to give you 2. And yeah, you got Robert Quinn now. But you don't have that David Irvin. And I'm telling you, Dallas needs that David Irvin. And they don't have one. David Irvin was a great run defender, and he was a great pass rusher. He was able to give you, he was giving you 5.5 sacks while he was only playing half the season. They don't have it. So they have to find a way to get that production back, which goes to coaching, but it also goes to management to find those guys. Because other teams have been able to. And until your front four is great, your defense will never be great. It'll be good, but it'll never be great. You're always going to have that inconsistent. The Dallas Cowboys defense has so much talent at linebacker, and it has a lot of talent at corner. It even has a lot of talent on the D-line. But what it doesn't have is consistency. And I think the main reason is that you have these 2 great linebackers, and you have these DBs. But guess what? At the end of the day, the way Dallas Cowboys play is what's crazy is the way the Dallas Cowboys play their defense. Your corners are in man coverage most of the time. So, and your linebackers blitz sometimes. So you know what you have to be able to have for that defense to be as great as it should be? A front four that can get to the quarterback. And the reason why I say that is if my linebackers are blitzing, I still can't get to the quarterback. Guess what? Somebody's open down the field. If my front four isn't straight, and I can't get to the quarterback, then my corners are gonna get beat. Because you can hold we don't have shutdown corners in every position. We don't. You look at a team like Chicago, the reason why their defense is so great is because they got really good corners, they got good linebackers. But guess what? Their front four is the best part of their team. Akeem Hicks, Khalil Mack, Leonard Floyd. And even the guys that aren't named on those teams are still impact players. They still make plays. They still get sacks. You look at Indianapolis defense, how they looked against Kansas City. They front four. It's nice. It's stacked. It got people on the line that can get to the quarterback. Dallas needs a better front four. That's the main reason why you're struggling. Because your defense can't get pressure on the quarterback, and it would mean your corners getting beat and your linebackers are getting beat, and the quarterback's having time, and he's throwing all around the field, throwing going down the field, and then you getting busted open for the run. Then let's talk about the offense. The OC, Kellen Moore, and I talked about this in my previous video about the Cowboys. Why are we not calling the plays that we called against the Giants, the Dolphins, and the Redskins? And I know what everybody want to say, it's because you're playing a better team. That should not be the excuse. If I know what's working for, don't be afraid to try something against a better team. You know what New Orleans would do and why New Orleans is such a great team? They gonna call the same type of play calls against every team they play, no matter what. They played Dallas. They throwing end arounds. They throwing quarterback sneaks. They throwing Taysom Hill up in there. You look at those great offenses. If it don't work, it don't work. But at least you're trying it. Instead of being, let's do this. Dak Prescott looked great in these first 3 games, running the offense the way he ran it. Zeke wasn't having to run the ball 25 times because Tony Pollard was giving you at least 10 of those carries. Your O-line was good. Your running game was good. Your receivers were getting open because your play calling was creative. Your quarterback's getting design runs. You're doing end arounds. You're doing sweeps. You're doing play actions. You're doing more screens. You're doing RPOs, which I haven't seen Dallas do too many RPOs a whole season since those 3 games. Go look at how many times you've seen it. After those 3 games, it's like Jason Garrett said, "I got this," and it's like what Tony Romo said. You can tell that Jason Garrett in this offense, it's stagnant. It's let's do these routes, these out routes and these in routes and these deep routes, and let's do a stagnant offense and let's run the ball, run my running back into the ground, and then do a play action. That doesn't work. It didn't work for you last year. It didn't work for you the year after that, because at the end of the day, did it get you to a championship? No. Did it get you to a conference game? No. It made your offense predictable. And what happened was, when you placed the Rams team that stopped your running back, you could only score 22 points. So yeah, you're going to struggle if you keep running the same thing. You can't expect anything to change. Watching the Cowboys as a fan, and even being a Cowboys coach, is insanity, because you're doing the same thing over and over again, hoping that something else, hoping for a different result, but it's not going to happen. 2016, you're not getting that back. 2016, it worked, and everybody said, let's keep doing it, and it don't work. People are figuring it out, and when people figure something out, you do something different. But no, this coaching staff is doing the same thing. And it looked like you had a little glimmer of hope with a different OC, but it looked like when he was doing well, the coach said, let me go up in here and ruin the whole thing, because I'm trying to save my job, and I don't want my OC to run the plays that have been working for us for some reason. Let me go up in here and let me tweak a few things. Why? It's stupid. You got a running back in Tony Pollard who's not getting the ball. Tony Pollard has not got the ball. I saw Tony Pollard get the ball a couple times yesterday. I saw Tony Pollard week before they get one drive. Zeke is running the ball 28 times. If you're a running team, why are you not running with your other running back? He's out there too. Run with him. He can be productive. If Zeke had 28 carries, that should never happen, especially in a regular season game. 10 of those carries, 13 of those carries could have went to Tony Pollard. And I promise you he would have got positive yards. I don't care if he go 13 carries for 55 yards. That's better than Zeke having to run 28, 25, 28, 29 and run himself into the ground before the season even starts. And let's not even talk about Zeke, who played good last night, but it still isn't showing. You know what 2016 Zeke probably would have did to that Jets team? He probably would have went for 170 on them. I'm not even joking when I say that. This 2016 Zeke was able to make people miss with his speed. He was able to break tackles. He was able to make them 20-yard runs. The guy only has 3 yards over 30. He only has 3 runs over 30 yards since his rookie year. That tells you he has not been the same. Is the talent there? Yes. I don't know if the work ethic is there, and I definitely don't know if the humbleness and the grind is in that running back anymore. Because trust me, if he was back in shape, you can look at Zeke and tell he's not in shape. Look at 2016 Zeke and then look at 2019 Zeke and tell me he in shape. Tell me he the same running back. Tell me. Watch it. He was faster. He was quicker. He was stronger. This guy looks bigger, out of shape. He's falling over trip tackles. He's not bouncing off a guy like he used to. It's shameful. He has to play better. The team has to play with more of an effort. I was going through it today, and you know a player on the Cowboys that we killed the last couple seasons because he's a crybaby. He cries too much. Let's get him out of here. He doesn't fit our culture. Dez Bryant. If Dez Bryant didn't fit our culture, we don't have a winning culture. Do you know what our culture is right now? A bunch of rich dudes that money. I need my money now. Let me go do this. Oh, I'm hurt, but I'm not gonna play through my injury because I'm too tired. I'm not gonna play with aggressiveness no more. We don't come out with aggressiveness. We get smacked in the face. We are like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The Dallas Cowboys identity is in Jason Garrett. They play how he coaches. Soft. We'll get him next time. That mentality just doesn't work. We can't win with that mentality. So you have to change that. And the players have to change it themselves, because I don't believe the coach is going to change it. You hear everybody talking about we're going to get to the drawing board. They said that when we lost the first time. We're going to get to the drawing board. They said it the second time. We got hit in the mouth. Let's see how we respond. You keep saying the same thing so you can tell that's your mentality. We'll get them next time. This is the NFL. Teams are winning while you're losing. I heard Dak Prescott say, "Oh, we got a clean slate. We 0-0." No, we're not. Not in the power rankings. Not in the power rankings. Don't work like that, Dak. You're 3-3. Let's call it. It's a spade, a spade. You're 4 losses away from 9-7, and you got a lot of good teams up. You have the Vikings. You have the Bills. You have the Giants. You have the Patriots. You have the Rams. You have the Bears. So no. And everybody keeps talking about, oh, we were down 3-5 last year. Do y'all not remember our schedule? Last year when we were 3-5, we played Philadelphia. We played Philadelphia twice. We played the Redskins once. We played the Giants. We played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Colts, and we played. Who else did we play? We played like some okay good teams. We played some okay teams. We didn't place no LA, no Bears, no Patriots, no Philly. No. No, y'all keep. It's not the same schedule. You can't just expect us to do the same thing we did last year, because the schedule was a lot harder this year. Do you understand that we didn't have to face a Rams? We didn't have to face a Rams team, a Chicago team, or a Patriots team. And I get it. Chicago and the Rams haven't played that well this year. Just like us, the Rams in the same boat that we are. 3-3. They were 3-0, and now they're 3-3. So people can be like, well, that game may not be that hard. But let's be real. Can we say that with any game? I think if you're a Cowboys fan, you might as well watch every single game with the mentality of, I hope we can get a dub. I don't care if you playing the Giants or the Redskins. You should have that mentality. Because Dallas Cowboys, after last night, showed you that, hey, we can lose to anybody. But maybe we can't beat everybody. And if that's the mentality that the team has, and if that's the mentality of the team, like, I don't know where you go from here. Play. If I can tell you where to go from here, in my opinion, the team needs to have a meeting. They need to talk it out. They need to be real with themselves. Somebody needs to come out and really lead this team and tell them and call them out. That's what needs to happen. They need to have a wake-up call amongst themselves. It's like, we ain't about to keep getting beat by these teams. We ain't about to keep falling. We not about to keep being the laughing stock. We got a season. The season ain't over. Let's go out there and let's be the Cowboys and let's go whoop on everybody else. We can't lose more than 4 games, so let's not lose more than 4 games. Let's go out there. Let's be the team that we are, which is one of the best teams in the league and probably one of the top 2 most talented teams in the league. Let's get that talent and let's go win. Go beat. You know what I'm saying? 6-4 or whatever. Go be 7-4 of these next 11. Do that. Not even 7-4. You can't be 7-4. Let's go be 8-3 over these next 11 games. Go do that. And be 10-6 and make the playoffs. You can strive for 9-2. But you gotta be 8-3, 9-2. Unless you gonna get in 9-7, 8-8 and hope the Eagles are worse than you, but I'm not hoping for that. I want to be a winning team this year. So we need to go out there and we need to hit a stretch. And I want our team to be 8-3. So for us to do that, we need the captains need to hold themselves accountable. The running back, Tony Pollard, needs to play more. The play caller needs to get more exciting like he used to be. The coaches need to perform better and take more accountability of themselves. The D-line needs to play better and get to the quarterback. And they have to have a better attitude, and they need to have more of a grind, and we need to get hungry. That backs against the wall mentality needs to show itself once again. If you want to win, that's what you got to do. Play more players. Joe Thomas should get playing time. Tony Pollard should get playing time. Where's Devin Smith? Go find yourself, get it together, recollect, and be the Cowboy that you know you can be. And until then, nobody wants to hear all these hot boys, purge squad, none of it. Get it together, get it fixed, and be the team you know you can be. That's all.